Transmission fluid is fine. Feels hot, but not abnormally so. Then again, I don't know Volkswagens. No oil seepage from the shock absorbers. Exhaust clamps seem fine. Nothing loose or broken.
Is the antifreeze full, or?
Yes, yeah, it's full, see?
God, I'm not sure what it could be then.
Yeah. Maybe I should take a look at the menu.
Poor luck, huh?
Yeah.
I feel like I jinxed us with that joke. How many Americans does it take to get to? We might have to hitch a ride up, huh? Or just camp till tomorrow. It's pretty late now.
I'll be right back.
far do you think that is?
I can't imagine it's very far from us. I mean, I hear it right now.
Yeah, I do too.
late now. Probably wouldn't see anyone on the road like this for a while longer, but I'm sure the highway's still
Yeah,
busy.
sure.
Hey, went to take a leak?
Yeah.
You feel better?
Yeah.
Well, we haven't gotten further here. In fact, we were thinking I might try to reach the highway from here on foot, or try and get help. There's no phones, and certainly no town. We're still in no man's land where we are, but the highway is close.
Hey, do you see that?
What? Where?
There.
Ha!
Could that be?
Yeah. That ought to be it.
What is that exactly?
Well, the tank is probably the expansion reservoir, which, if it is, and I think it is, it's most likely bubbling due to a failed rad cap,
Okay.
a radiation cap. Usually a car like this would have a supply of red and extra caps in it, because actually I think this might be a common issue with Volkswagens.
Wow, okay. Can you check?
Yeah, I'll go check. Wow, good eye.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, I studied playwriting, actually, in college. I was a theater major.
Huh. Did you continue with it afterwards?
Nope. My life took me elsewhere after school. Someone had bigger plans for me.
Yeah. Where did you go?
Well, I went to Europe for a few months after I finished my degree. 3 months. I was supposed to come back after that. After the 3 months were up, I felt ready to go home. Get back to my script, seeing plays, seeing friends I hadn't seen in a while, you know?
Yeah.
Good news, mates. Car's stocked with a fresh container of raid fluid and a couple of caps to boot. Could be a block in the top tank or a hose that was causing the bubbling, but more likely it was just a busted cap. I mean, you can see it here if you look at the old cap.
Oh, right.
I'm going to drain and refill the radiator fluid and replace the cap. Give it about 15 to 20 minutes to cool down the engine, and hopefully that'll do it. Good eye, mate.
You were talking about going home after you...
Right, yeah. So 3 months had passed. I felt ready to leave, you know, go back to the States, get back to work and everything.
Yeah.
But there was this voice inside of me, a quiet voice, which I could hear whispering to me to stay in Europe longer. It was quiet, and sometimes it was barely audible, but it was pushing me not to leave, to keep going. And there was this other, louder voice, too, the one I was more used to, you know. It told me to get back to California, see friends, get back to my scripts and everything. I felt a lot of resistance to the idea of staying. But the truth is, the quiet voice was the one that felt right. I did feel like I was on the brink of something. And even though I was ready to leave, I felt like I could stay and maybe should. So I stayed there. Everything changed after that. Yeah. What do you think the play is?
My father, I guess. I guess I want to do something he'll respect.
Sure.
Yeah.
That can't be the only reason you're doing it, right? I mean, just gain the respect of your father.
Well, I want him to enjoy it, too.
Maybe you want to show him something through the play?
Yeah. I would. Yeah, I'd say that.
So what happens if the play bombs? Do you lose your father?
No, not any more than I already have, but anyway.
Is your father a theater person?
Yeah, actually he is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes a little bit more sense. Have you read The Invisible Man by Ralph Ellingson?
Invisible Man by Ralph Ellison. No, that's one of those books, you know, that it's always assigned in schools, but I feel like no one ever actually reads that.
Yeah, and it's a shame. Anyway, in that book there's this moment I'll never forget. It's sort of at the beginning of the story, where the protagonist is on his way to New York from the South, where he grew up. So he's on the bus, and he's speaking with a veteran, I think a World War II vet, and another fellow. And the bus reaches a stop where the vet and the other fellow were supposed to get off. And the vet touches the shoulder of the protagonist, just like this. The way I'm touching your shoulder. He looks at him with kindness, and says to him, "Now is the time for offering fatherly advice. But I'll have to spare you that, since I guess I'm nobody's father, except my own. Perhaps that's the advice I'd give you. Be your own father."